Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're diving deep into the ongoing mystery that has fans of General Hospital buzzing. What's going on with Drew Quartermaine? There's speculation that his recent behavior changes could stem from a brain tumor, and this theory has the potential to not only transform his character but also to create a deeply emotional and gripping storyline. We're going to explore this possibility from every angle, connect it to the show's history, and even dream up some ways this could unfold on screen. Let's get started. A history of Port Charles and its brain tumors. If you're a longtime fan of General Hospital, you know that the idea of a brain tumor influencing someone's behavior isn't unprecedented in Port Charles. Let's take a stroll down memory lane. Franco Baldwin, Drew's foster brother, had his entire life turned upside down by a brain tumor. When it was removed, fans got to see a redeemed version of Franco, a man trying to make up for the pain he had caused. Then there's Drew's own son, Oscar Nero, whose tragic battle with a brain tumor left fans heartbroken. While Oscar's condition didn't affect his behavior in the same way Franco's did, his storyline added a layer of emotional depth that resonated with viewers. The idea of Drew grappling with a similar diagnosis ties beautifully into the show's legacy, creating a poignant connection between father and son. When did Drew begin to change? Pinpointing the moment Drew's behavior shifted is essential to understanding this theory. Rewind to a time when Drew was the ultimate good guy, working alongside Jason Morgan and Valentine Cassadine to take down Peter August and rescue Lisa Labrecht. He was selfless, courageous, and deeply loyal. This was the Drew fans adored. But everything changed when Drew was sent to Pentonville Prison. As part of his sentence for helping Carly Spencer, Drew faced constant danger behind bars. The physical toll was immense, including repeated beatings that left him with serious injuries to his head and face. Could these injuries have triggered something in his brain? It's a compelling question, and the timing aligns perfectly with the beginning of Drew's erratic actions. Behavioral clues, a tale of two Drews. Drew's recent behavior is a far cry from the man fans once knew. The old Drew was a devoted father, a trustworthy friend, and a man of integrity. He shared a close bond with Curtis Ashford and was deeply committed to his children, Oscar and Scout. Fast forward to today, and Drew feels like a completely different person. He's deceitful, reckless, and disconnected from the values he once held dear. Consider Franco's transformation when his tumor returned. Before its removal, his actions were unpredictable and, at times, harmful. After surgery, he embarked on a journey of redemption. Could Drew be on a similar path? If a tumor is at play, its removal might restore the version of Drew we all fell in love with. The physical evidence, injuries and trauma. Drew's time in Pentonville wasn't just emotionally taxing, it was physically brutal. The beatings he endured often targeted his head, raising the possibility of lasting damage. Brain injuries, whether from trauma or the growth of a tumor, can lead to drastic changes in personality, mood, and decision-making. Medical research shows that tumors located in certain parts of the brain, such as the frontal lobe, can impair judgment and trigger impulsive behavior. This could explain Drew's sudden betrayal of Curtis, his questionable decisions, and his general departure from his former self. It's not just a theory, it's a storyline that practically writes itself. The emotional weight of a tumor storyline. If Drew's behavior is linked to a brain tumor, the storyline could deliver an emotional gut punch. Imagine the reactions of those closest to him, Curtis, Carly, and Scout, when they realize his actions weren't entirely his own. The revelation would bring a mix of guilt, relief, and hope, setting the stage for heartfelt moments of reconciliation. This arc would also provide an opportunity for Drew to rebuild his relationships and redeem himself in the eyes of those he's hurt. It's a chance for the writers to explore themes of forgiveness, resilience, and the enduring power of love. Parallels to Franco and Oscar. Drawing parallels between Drew's potential tumor storyline and the experiences of Franco and Oscar adds a layer of narrative richness. Franco's journey from villain to hero showed us the transformative power of understanding and acceptance. Meanwhile, Oscar's battle with a brain tumor highlighted the fragility of life and the importance of cherishing every moment. If Drew is diagnosed with a tumor, it would connect him to these characters in a profound way. It's a chance to honor their legacies while carving out a unique path for Drew's redemption. What's next for Drew? So, what could the future hold? If this theory proves true, Drew's diagnosis could be the turning point that brings his storyline full circle. Perhaps a medical emergency will lead to the discovery of the tumor, forcing Drew to confront the impact of his actions. Or maybe a loved one, Carly, Curtis, or even Scout, will push him to seek help, uncovering the truth in the process. The potential for drama is endless. Will Drew accept the help he needs, or will his pride get in the way? How will his relationships evolve as the people around him grapple with the diagnosis? And most importantly, can Drew reclaim his identity and find his way back to the man he once was? The idea of Drew Quartermain's behavior being influenced by a brain tumor isn't just plausible, it's compelling. It ties into General Hospital's history, offers a path for redemption, and creates opportunities for powerful storytelling. Next, we're diving into the tangled web of drama surrounding Drew Quartermain on General Hospital. The big question on everyone's minds, can Drew be redeemed, or has his character taken a dive too deep into the murky waters of betrayal and bad decisions? We'll explore Drew's transformation over the years, dissect the reasons behind his current downfall, and examine whether redemption is even on the table for him. Buckle up, because this one's going to be a wild ride through the history and future of one of Port Charles's most controversial figures. Let's get started. A legacy in the shadows of Jason Morgan. To truly understand Drew's journey, we have to start at the beginning, or at least where his story began for most of us. Drew came to Port Charles under the guise of being Jason Morgan, but his identity was shattered when it was revealed he was actually Jason's long-lost twin brother. At the time, the revelation was groundbreaking, and fans couldn't help but feel for Drew as he struggled to forge an identity separate from Jason's towering legacy. Despite the initial shock, Drew won over the hearts of fans with his kind nature and deep sense of loyalty. He was the kind of man who valued family above all else, showing his love through his relationships with his son, Oscar Nero, and his newfound friends, like Curtis Ashford. His ability to forgive Franco Baldwin for past wrongs made him a symbol of compassion and resilience. But somewhere along the line, that Drew, the one who earned the respect and love of those around him, faded away. The dark turn, prison and transformation. Fast forward to Drew's stint in Pentonville, where everything seemed to change. Before prison, Drew was a hero. He risked his life to save others, fought valiantly alongside Jason and Valentine Cassadine to rescue Lisa Lawbright, and returned to Port Charles as a celebrated figure. However, the man who emerged from prison was not the same. While in Pentonville, Drew endured brutal beatings and constant danger, which could have left lasting psychological and physical scars. The trauma of his experiences may have triggered a darker side of his personality, one driven by survival instincts rather than the moral compass that once guided him. This transformation didn't just affect Drew's actions, it fundamentally altered his relationships, turning friends into enemies and allies into skeptics. Betrayal and bad decisions. Since his return, Drew's behavior has left fans and residents of Port Charles alike questioning his integrity. From attempting to take ELQ from Ned Quartermain to betraying his closest allies, Drew has burned bridges faster than he can rebuild them. His jealousy toward Jason Morgan has driven a wedge between them, and his romantic entanglements with both Willow Corinthos and her mother, Nina Reeves, have added fuel to the fire. To make matters worse, Drew's decision to shut Curtis Ashford out of a job opportunity, a role that Curtis rightfully deserved, has left his once close friendship in tatters. These actions paint a picture of a man who has lost his way, consumed by insecurity and a desperate need to assert control over his life. But is this truly who Drew is, or is there a deeper reason behind his descent into dishonor? Redemption in Port Charles, a glimmer of hope? If General Hospital has taught us anything, it's that no one is beyond redemption. Port Charles is a town where murderers, liars, and cheaters have been forgiven and even celebrated. Could Drew follow in their footsteps? The answer lies in whether he's willing to confront his demons and make amends for his mistakes. Redemption wouldn't be easy. Drew would need to start by repairing his relationships with those he's hurt, beginning with Curtis. An honest apology, coupled with tangible efforts to make things right, could be the first step toward healing their friendship. Similarly, Drew would need to take responsibility for his actions with Willow and Nina, acknowledging the hurt he's caused and committing to a path of honesty moving forward. The role of family and forgiveness. One of the most compelling aspects of Drew's story is his connection to his family. His bond with Oscar Nero and his devotion to Scout Quartermain once defined him. If Drew can rediscover the importance of these relationships, he may find the strength to reclaim the man he used to be. In the midst of his turmoil, Drew could also serve as a cautionary tale for others in Port Charles. His struggles with identity, betrayal, and redemption mirror the challenges faced by many residents of this drama-filled town. By confronting his flaws head-on, Drew could inspire those around him to do the same, fostering a ripple effect of growth and forgiveness. A path to redemption, what lies ahead? So, what's next for Drew Quartermain? His redemption arc could be one of the most powerful storylines General Hospital has seen in years. Imagine Drew facing the consequences of his actions in a dramatic courtroom showdown, only to be saved by the testimonies of those who still believe in him. Or perhaps he'll embark on a journey of self-discovery, reconnecting with his roots and finding a renewed sense of purpose. Whatever the future holds, one thing is clear: Drew's story is far from over. Whether he rises from the ashes or succumbs to his darker impulses, his journey will undoubtedly keep us on the edge of our seats. Drew Quartermain's transformation from hero to anti-hero has been one of the most polarizing arcs in General Hospital history. While his actions have left many fans frustrated, they've also set the stage for a potential redemption story that could rival the best in soap opera history. What do you think, GH fans? Can Drew find his way back to the man he once was, or is he destined to remain a villain in the eyes of Port Charles? Next, we'll dive into an intricate, emotional, and downright explosive storyline from General Hospital. The stakes couldn't be higher for Anna Devane and Lulu Spencer as they grapple with a web of secrets, guilt, and unexpected revelations. This dramatic arc not only affects their lives but also sends shockwaves through Port Charles, pulling everyone in their orbit into the chaos. So, grab a cup of coffee, or tea, and settle in because we're about to dissect every twist, turn, and potential fallout from this developing story. Trust me, this one's a roller coaster. Lulu's return, a long-awaited homecoming, turns into chaos. Lulu Spencer's return has been nothing short of a seismic event for Port Charles. After years of absence, she's finally back and more determined than ever to reclaim her life and her role as a fiercely protective mother. Her primary mission? To find her daughter, Charlotte, and bring her home where she belongs. But this isn't just a heartwarming family reunion. Lulu's reappearance comes at a critical time, with secrets looming large and tensions ready to boil over. Her discovery of Charlotte's ordeal is bound to unleash her wrath. Lulu is no stranger to standing her ground, and when it comes to her kids, she's a force of nature. Her relentless pursuit of the truth threatens to unravel carefully constructed lies, and Anna knows it. What makes Lulu's return so powerful is how it shifts the dynamics in Port Charles. Relationships will be tested, and loyalties will come into question. Lulu's presence isn't just a plot point, it's the spark that ignites a powder keg of unresolved emotions and hidden truths. Anna's guilt, a heavy burden with no easy escape. Anna Devane is a woman on the edge. Her accidental shooting of Charlotte has been weighing on her conscience like a lead weight, and now, with Lulu back in town, the truth feels closer than ever to coming out. For Anna, this isn't just about an honest mistake. It's about the potential destruction of her relationships and reputation. Despite Laura's reassurances, Anna's guilt remains palpable. She knows that Lulu's protective instincts will drive her to uncover every detail of what happened to Charlotte, and that leaves Anna in a precarious position. Should she confess before the truth comes out, or should she hold on to the hope that it remains buried? Anna's struggle is deeply human and incredibly compelling. It's not just about whether she'll face the consequences, it's about how those consequences will ripple through her life and the lives of those around her. The stakes are higher than ever, and Anna is running out of time. Charlotte's role, a child forced to bear the weight of secrets. Charlotte is more than just a victim in this story, she's the emotional linchpin that holds everything together. As a young girl carrying the burden of a traumatic event, her feelings of confusion, anger, and betrayal are bound to bubble to the surface. The question is, how will Charlotte's emotions influence the unfolding drama? Will she side with her mother's outrage, or will she show unexpected maturity by understanding Anna's perspective? Either way, her actions and reactions will add depth to this already complex storyline. Charlotte's journey also highlights an important theme: how children are affected by the actions of the adults around them. Her scars, both emotional and physical, serve as a poignant reminder of the collateral damage caused by secrets and lies. Laura, the mediator caught in the middle. Laura Spencer is the glue holding this fractured family together, but even she may find her limits tested. As both a mother to Lulu and a confidant to Anna, Laura is in an unenviable position. Her attempts to mediate between the two women could either bring about reconciliation or deepen the divide. Laura's role in this drama goes beyond being a supportive figure. She represents the moral compass of Port Charles, and her actions could set the tone for how this conflict unfolds. Whether she sides with Lulu's righteous anger or Anna's desperate need for redemption, Laura's decisions will have far-reaching consequences. The ripple effect: Port Charles braces for impact. This isn't just a story about Anna and Lulu, it's a storyline that touches almost everyone in Port Charles. From family members to friends to casual acquaintances, the fallout from this drama is poised to shake up the entire town. Other characters are likely to take sides, creating new alliances and exacerbating existing tensions. Will Laura's loyalty to Anna cause a rift with Lulu? Will Charlotte's trauma bring unexpected allies into the fold? The possibilities are endless, and that's what makes this storyline so captivating. Anna's dilemma: to confess or conceal? For Anna, the decision to confess isn't just about clearing her conscience, it's about choosing between two equally painful outcomes. A confession would undoubtedly lead to fallout, but continuing to hide the truth only delays the inevitable and risks even greater consequences. This moral quandary adds a layer of complexity to Anna's character. She's not just a hero or a villain, she's a deeply flawed, deeply human individual navigating an impossible situation. Her choices will shape not only her own future but also the futures of those she cares about. What's next for Lulu and Anna? As the tension builds, the big question is whether Anna and Lulu can find a way to mend their fractured relationship. Forgiveness might seem like a distant possibility, but in the world of General Hospital, anything is possible. Could Charlotte serve as the bridge that brings them back together? Or will her testimony only deepen the divide? Whatever happens, one thing is clear: this storyline is far from over, and the drama is only just beginning. This storyline is a masterclass in emotional storytelling, with layers of complexity and a cast of characters that feel incredibly real. From Anna's guilt to Lulu's determination to Charlotte's vulnerability, every element of this story is crafted to keep us hooked. What do you think, GH fans? Can Anna find redemption, or is her secret too big to overcome? Will Lulu's anger lead to reconciliation or irreparable damage?